Hello everyone. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I thought I'd just take a little walk around outside. Was taking some compost out and just couldn't believe how nice it is. They're saying it's supposed to be up to 6 degrees today. But I also hear we have a winter storm coming. So it's supposed to start raining a lot tonight and tomorrow, and then we're going to get a sharp drop in temperature, and then it's going to be pretty cold for a few days, and then warm up again. I guess this is supposed to be our January thaw, although December was really mild. As you can tell, we don't have much snow at all, just a few inches. And if you've been watching our videos for a few years now, you'll know what our winters are normally like. There's normally, the snow back here should be knee deep. Anyway, I haven't really done many blog type videos lately because I've just been very busy. We had quite a few flu type bugs in the house through December, so I've been running behind in a lot of stuff. But I've been thinking about the different plans that I want to do for this coming gardening season. I'm really thinking about going with a living mulch system this year. One of our subscribers, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was right now, last year sent me some video links, and I've posted those videos in my forum there last fall. But it was really, really interesting how over a period of years the living mulch, it feeds the soil, and that I already knew. But, it gives such a wonderful place for beneficial insects to hide and to flourish. And the idea of it constantly putting green compost on as you cut it throughout the year makes sense instead of putting it on all at once. The other idea I liked was I've been trying to figure out where. Sorry for all the noise, guys. The road seems to be busy today. I've been trying to figure out where I could have enough room to plant different clovers, because I wanted to try saving some for my own clover teas, and I want to try making the honey from the flowers. I have a few recipes for those. Anyway, I've been trying to figure out where I would find room for all that, because every year I run out of room. And now, if I use a living mulch, I'll have room to do that. I can plant them right in between the rows. And we'll just let it grow up, and we can harvest the flowers and then mow it down, and then just let it grow up. And then when it gets too tall, we'll just keep mowing it throughout the year. And over the years, I've noticed that areas of the garden that I get behind in, and the weeds take over, in many places they do really well. The weeds shade the ground, so when you have a really hot summer, the ground doesn't get baked dry. And if you have a really wet summer, then they also help to absorb the extra moisture from the ground. And, that helps a lot. And like last summer was really, really hot, but it was very wet. And we could hardly keep up on the tilling. But with a living mulch system, we just have to mow. If you got a dry day, it's a lot easier to cut it than it is to get the tiller in there, right? Or even a hoe, because I found quite a few times the hoe, it just gets too wet with mud, and you just can't till it up, and the weeds go crazy. But if you make your rows wide enough, you can just mow them. So that's what I'm going to try this year. We're going to try black plastic around down the rows to plant most of our plants in, and we're going to keep using the Florida weave method for the tomatoes, because that worked really well for us. And I'm planning to double the amount of tomatoes that we put in, so probably 4 or 5 flats. I'm being mobbed by the cat here. Hello. Oh yeah, you like this nice weather too, don't you? So other than that, there's not a whole lot going on here. I've been working on some different crafts, and I hope to have some more videos up for them soon. I've had a few comments asking if I could do some more cooking videos, and I do plan to. I had planned to do a lot in December, leading up to Christmas, with a lot of my favorite holiday recipes, but Since I got so sick, I just didn't have time to both cook and film things and whatnot. But I do plan to do some soon. And I will be getting back into more canning videos this year as well. A lot of the issue has been just with me, just time. And my old camera wasn't working very well. If you notice, some of the videos were a bit grainy. The year before Christmas Eve, my camera stopped taking pictures, and I had trouble with it on and off throughout the season. But this year, I got a new camera for Christmas, and it seems to take really good videos. And this will be the first video I'm uploading with the new camera. So I'm curious to see how, once I edit it and whatnot, how if it stays high quality. So I'd love to hear what have you all been up to. Did you have a good Christmas season? What are your plans for the new year? What are you going to be doing in your gardens this year? Are you trying anything new? One other thing I've been wondering about too. I would love to hear what your favorite corn varieties are, especially if you grow in a short season. The last 4 or 5 years, we've been trying lots of different heirlooms out, and so far we really haven't had any luck with them at all. Even this past summer, I actually went back to using a hybrid, and we still didn't have any luck growing the corn. But it was like a very wet year, and corn does not like having wet feet, or wet roots. So that was most likely why. But I'm looking for a really good, reliable, short season corn. Like, we really only get 3 months of summer. Our last frost is near the end of May, and you can start getting frost in early September. If you're lucky, it'll last until October. Tried the Bantam, and it didn't work that great. It was alright, but it didn't taste very well, and it grew really patchy that one year. So anyway, if you know of really good varieties of corn, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, take care everybody.